can be scary to communicate with God, to communicate with a divine power, to handle energy and act accordingly. But what's said in my heart is like, don't be afraid to communicate with God. It's like a lot of times, and what I've seen with a lot of people around me, they have God in a box, and they only want to communicate with God in a certain way, in a certain parameter. But if God's love has no bounds, if the divine, if the divinity, if the universe is vast, why do you feel like God can only communicate through a certain type of parameter? If you're being called to experience God and experience life and experience the divinity in a more vast way, you're doing yourself a disservice by still trying to perceive that through the lenses of the people around you, what you have seen in boxes. And it could be a little scary. I feel like a lot of people, they're afraid of experiencing it at a bigger capacity, because you have to be vulnerable at a bigger capacity. To hold more, you will go through more. You have to go deeper, right? If God's on the inside, the more God that you experience, the deeper you have to go within yourself, right? And a lot of people want to stay surface level, physical level, as much as the eye can see, and that's not going to get you nowhere. It'll get you where you are, but if you're trying to grow, evolve, expand, you have to go deeper. And that work is not easy. You can do physical work all day. You learn the processes and you repeated it. But that spiritual work is a forever constant reminder that you know nothing. It busts your ego. It humbles you. You have to be able to maneuver through the unknowns and be comfortable with moving through the unknowns. But if you've done that work already, in my case, I've done that work already, but the fear is like, I know that the people that I love, they're in parameters. That's okay. But I'm not going to be in a parameter. Don't put me in a box. That's what, even with my personality and the way that I appear, I may appear very docile. I appear very chill, and I am. I could appear very sensual. I could be very into my sexuality, and I am. I'll bite your head off too, and I have. But that's the duality of, that's 444, the duality of the human body, the human mind. The being able to be human is knowing that your soul holds so much information, so many possibilities, so many things, and you have to be open to be able to experience everything. And it only happens through you being able to go through different situations, being put in different places, being able to experience new aspects of yourself through experiencing the world. My granny, she like, you got wisdom. I don't know how you got it. I said, you don't know half the stuff I done been through, half the things that I've had to encounter, half the people that I have had to encounter, the situations I've had to encounter, the pain, the suffering that I've had to encounter. And I've learned from it. I've actively learned from it. I've grown from it, and I've chosen to not allow it to decapitate me. I'm still not afraid of making mistakes. You said, well, you don't always need to learn by making mistakes. You don't always have to learn by making mistakes. I understand that. But at the same time, if you're stuck in a cycle and you're stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you don't know what else to do, a lot of times you're being called to fucking jump ship. Take that risk. The risk could be leading you into a failed situation, but through that failed situation, there's so many beautiful nuggets. A lot of nuggets that I got, I would not have got if I did not fail. If I would have won in that situation, I would have not got those nuggets. And I can use those nuggets. So that's all I'm saying. Don't limit yourself to how you experience God, how you experience this world, how you experience this life, how you perceive this life. I respect all religions. I was in a Buddhist temple for 6 months, working with Nun Sister Ann. We was in the community. I was helping her, make food for the elders and for the monks. We had tea time. We meditated together. We was reading the Lotus Sutra. It's all about community, right? But you have to know that you have to be attached to whoever you are on the inside. She told me this. She said, everyone needs a guide. I said, yeah, everyone does need a guide. She said, but it doesn't matter which one. The end result is the same. And she explained to me how the Buddhas were, and anybody can reach the Buddha. The Buddha is a state of mind. Same as Christ consciousness, a state of mind, a way of living in order to reach a state of mind. A state of mind that helps create a certain way, which harnesses a certain energy. So I say I have a lot of beautiful guides. I've been so blessed to have a lot of beautiful physical and non-physical guides. So if you ask me why I think a certain way, why I move a certain way, that's why. Simone Weil, look her up too. So many different ways to live life, not just the one that they have taught us how to live. So yes, I'm struggling. No, I don't know how I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do in X, Y, and Z. But I do know that in this process of me learning this lesson is I look at everybody in my family, everybody struggling with the same shit, different capacities, correct? What I'm going through right now, if I break this right here, I am not coming back to any of that. So I understand what I do when I'm in a cycle. I understand that, hey, this cycle is because of, and yes, it may be hard. Yes, it definitely, I don't know. But at the same time, it's like it has to get done. It has to be done. So I'm not upset about it. I'm gonna keep on moving, keep on pushing, and keep on going. The solution. Love for all, hatred for none. What this truck say right here. Yeah, so it's like, we all gotta grow and maneuver through whatever life takes us. And if you look at it as, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? What's the best possible outcome for this for me? You'll find a lot more peace when it comes to the things that you experience in life. And know that we're here to evolve our souls. We're here to grow. We're here to take back the natural way that consciousness flows. We are on the battlefield. There are things trying to keep the truth of how we maneuver and how we work and how we are integrated into this world secret, quiet. But at the same time, it's like, don't worry about that. Worry about yourself. Worry about what you can do in your everyday life. Worry about what you can do in order to make your life better and create good foundations. I'm gonna tell anybody, it's less about the quick, more about the foundation. Get that foundation solid. Get that foundation solid, because you're not making a foundation just for yourself. You're making a foundation for everything that come through your DNA afterwards, and cleaning up some things from the other side. Everyone has an opportunity to do it. Everyone has a part to play, so do it. And don't be afraid of what that looks like, how that feels, and the things you're gonna have to go through to evolve. If you don't want to evolve, then cool. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep lollygagging, moseying around. Keep doing the shit. Keep not healing. Keep blaming people for the problems and stuff like that. You see my situation, I ain't blaming no one for the problem. I'll tell you about my problem. I'll tell you what the fuck I went through, because at the end of the day, it's more than one factor that caused me to be in the situation I'm in right now. Right? It wasn't me by myself. But at the same time, it's like I'm gonna take accountability for it, and I take accountability by actually making the changes. I don't take accountability by just saying, oh, I did it, da 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 da. No, bitch. I'm gonna take accountability by saying, look, I'm gonna stop doing this, and this, and I'm gonna focus on this, and this, and I'm gonna get out this, and I'm not gonna do this to where I'm gonna be like this no more. That's taking accountability. Not, oh, I'm sorry. You sorry for what? Because you gonna still do it. You still doing it. You saying you sorry, you still doing it. That ain't taking accountability. And I don't want to hear it. So, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. That's how I feel. If I'm having to take accountability for all this shit that I heard, like I said, I barely had a 2 cents. Like, you know, I was maybe 10% out of the whole big picture, or 20% of the whole big picture. Damn, we could say 50-50. We could say 50-50. But then it's like, So, yeah. I'm tired of this traffic over here. I'm finna go there. Bye.